Welcome back. This is ArtBat, and today is SnapShot 19w34a, and there's bees. Yep, bees. Bees next thing in Minecraft, I guess. So 1.15, this is the first of the 1.15 updates. And yeah, bees. They're cute. So if you hold a flower, they like sit around you. It's interesting. Buzzing noises. So we got a couple new blocks and a couple of things we can go over, but first let's talk about attracting them. So if you hold a flower in your hand, you will attract them over to you, and if you sit still, they will actually land around you. They like bumping into each other though, and flowers are what makes them breed, so click both of them and then make a little baby bee. And this is any flower, so not a specific flower, any flower. And then if you just use the flower on it, you can help stunt the baby growth. Couple more. Come on. How many does it take? There we go. Yep. So help that one grow up by feeding it flowers. All right. You can also use leads to pull the bees around, like most mobs. And that's a fun little trick. You can also attach them to fence posts if you want. So over here in the tree is a naturally spawned bee nest, and as you can see, it's dripping honey out. That means it's ready to harvest. And you can see the two like honey colored dots there. That means it's full too. Put down a campfire to use the smoke to calm the bees that are inside of it so they don't get mad. And we're going to use a jar and just right click the jar on the honeycomb and we get a jar of honey. And my bar was full, so it went into my inventory. There was no bees inside of it, so I didn't need the campfire, I guess. Oh well, we'll show this off better later. Oh, there's the bee. Now it goes in. Alright, besides that, we can also get honeycomb from them if we use shears on them. Oh, no, that one had bees in it, and they're mad at me because I disrupt their thing. But I'm in creative right now, so they're not bothering me. But that shows off what happens if you don't have smoke with them. Crafting recipes, we can craft our own beehives with 6 planks and 3 honeycombs like this, and we'll get beehives. So we could literally start our own bee farms in Minecraft. Oh, also, the honey can be crafted into sugar. Alright, now they're not aggressive unless you hit them, and then if you do, any bees around will also get aggressive. And they'll start chasing you and they want to sting you with their little stingers. But, fun little trick right now, pull out a flower and then they're like passive and they just sit there next to you, so they're not stinging you. So, I don't think that's supposed to happen. And you can literally sit here until they stopped. That guy's still dropping his pollen while he's sitting there. Interesting. That'll come later in the video. But if I put the flower away, you'll see they'll start chasing me again, and then that one actually stung me and caused poison effect. So the poison's taking down my hearts. But then if we get close to this one, you'll see his stinger is actually gone. Like real bees, the stinger disattaches from the bee and stays in the person that got stung. And then after a few minutes, so you see it took me down to 2 hearts. And then after a few minutes, the poor bee will die. Sorry, bee. That's what you get for stinging me. Just kidding. Yep. So after like 2 minutes, they die because they don't have a stinger anymore. And they will not go back into the nest with no stinger. That guy just went into a nest. So with a silk touch, you can actually mine it with the bees in it, and it'll keep the bees inside of it and the state that it's at. So to have honey flowing out of it is 5 stages. So on the 5th stage, it's full of honey. So it'll keep that stage and it'll keep the bees that are inside of it when you mine it. So let's see if it'll pop back out. But you can see it kept the stage, so it's still ready to have honey get taken out of it. Is he gonna come out? It usually takes them a little while before they come back out. That one just went in when I mined it. So pass a little time. Where's he at? There he is. So he was in there. Alright, so that's a thing. So you could pretty much find one in the wild, mine it real quick, and take all the bees back with you. So now the bee went back in this one, and so we'll show that with the campfire I can break it and he's still not mad at me. So that's what the campfire does. It just calms the bees when you hide them. Dispensers also got a little update in this one and some more functionality. If you put them facing the nest when it's ready to be harvested, put some empty glass bottles in there and activate it, it'll actually harvest it automatically and put the honey jar in the dispenser. It's pretty neat. So automatic farms, here we come. That didn't stop there though. The dispenser also works with water now. So some empty jar bottles, just push a button and automatically fills it up with water. Which is great, but don't push the button again because it'll just shoot the bottle out. So there's that. So yeah. Now this also works with shears. Like before, shears worked with the sheep in shearing them. Well, it also works in shearing the honeycomb out. So lots of automatic farms can be set up with this. And there's taking some damage on the shears. Now these are 3 of the hives that I have set up, but unfortunately they've been sitting here the whole time I've been playing, and the bees have been going in and out of them, like this one right now, and they're not showing the level 5 honey ready to harvest, and I can't harvest them. So there's still a glitch or something not worked out, that the hives aren't working correctly. Because I've been watching them for a little bit now. Oh, hey, hi. You bumping me? They like bumping. So there's one that just came out. And then there's 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4 right in one already. So they had to have a level 5 already. But it's not showing it, and I haven't seen it yet, and I haven't been able to harvest out of the hives yet, even though it's supposed to be a thing. Now here's the thing. When they have pollen on them, and they're flying around, the little drops of pollen will fall off and actually help your crops. It kind of works like bone meal, and as it drops on it, you can see like there, it hits and it makes little green sparkles like you would be using bone meal on it, and it would help grow your crops. So you could set up something like this and help grow your crops. Not crazily efficient, but it is a thing, so I'm sure somebody will figure out how to tweak it into some sort of machine to help grow crops. And there they almost have like all 4 of those carrots grown. Now the pollen on them only drops 10 times per cycle, like between getting a flower and going into the hive. It's about 10 drops I do, so that'd be about 10 hits of bone meal in one shot per bee per trip. So here we just took the same concept, but I let them be free in a little glass cage so they can harvest the flowers they want and then go up to the beehive and recharge and come back. So here they are, and they send little flowers. They have a little spin dance thing on them. And then, yep, as he goes across, he's dropping some and connecting and helping fertilize some of the crop. And then he goes in to drop off his pollen. And that guy, yeah, that guy's, no, the other guy just didn't even drop anything. This guy's dancing around. He's helping pollinate some. So, simple farm if you wanted to help, you wanted them to help pollinate your farm. Again, it's not entirely very efficient, but it is a thing. He's just stuck in the corner? Come on. There he goes. Alright, and wait, what's that one up there? What happened to you? Hello? Well, this guy's stuck. Well, his legs are straight down like he's just sitting, but he's sitting in midair. Hello? Wake up. Wake up. What you doing? What you doing? Nothing? Didn't even get angry. Hello? Well, that guy got glitched out somehow. So, the bees aren't perfect yet. That's why it's a snapshot. But 5 hits to kill him. Alright, well that's it for today's video. Everybody, thanks for watching. I just wanted to show you quickly the bees that came out in the snapshot. And they're pretty neat, and we'll be playing with them in Minecraft. See you next time.